everyone, so one thing I love about it getting cooler is that I can wear more eyeshadow and more eye stuff, because a lot of times in the summertime I just keep it really simple because I don't want it to smudge and sweat off. So I kind of gear more towards just wearing liner or very light neutral shades in the summertime, and then in the wintertime I kind of go for more colors and do more things with my eyeshadow. So this is one look that I came up with. So this is like green and brown on the outside just to add kind of contour and dimension. And then my lips are kind of more of a neutral color because there's kind of more going on my face. And for this tutorial, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild palette, and this is the Comfort Zone. And I really like these because, I mean, number one, they're super cheap and you can find them at most places, drugstores. And they're super pigmented. The colors are really good. I mean, to me, they seem like a high-end eyeshadow. There is kind of a lot of fallout, so you have to be a little bit careful with that, but especially for the price, these are awesome eyeshadows, much better than a lot of eyeshadows that are a lot more expensive. So anyways, this is my wintry kind of green slash brown look. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. So today I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Visible Lift foundation, and I do use a different foundation like every day depending on the weather and my skin. This one really fills in your fine lines and pores, but in a good way. It really gives you a flawless finish, and I feel like it's very moisturizing too. And I'm just using the Sonia Kashuk Flat Top Kabuki, which I really like. I like the size of it and the density and application of it. And I'm just putting that all over my face, and then I'm actually going to be using the Sonia Kashuk concealer as well. And this is the Hidden Agenda concealer palette, and I use the two colors up top, the lighter and darker, and I use both. This one's number 7. I use both the dark and the light, and then I mix them too for different spots depending on the darkness that I'm covering. And the formula of this concealer is really awesome. It's super creamy, and I like that you have options with the colors to mix and match. And so I apply it with a brush, and then I usually blend it in with my fingers, and I just make sure that I take my time with this part and conceal around my nose where there's redness, broken capillaries, any veins, acne scarring, whatever you don't want, you can just erase it. This is MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Medium Plus, and I'm just going to use a round top kabuki, and I just press in where there is concealer because I don't want to move all that hard work that I just did. And this just gives a really nice flawless finish, plus setting the makeup underneath. So that's medium plus, and then I use it in dark, which is about 2 shades darker, to do my contouring. And I do this around my forehead, my cheekbones, my jawline, and this just kind of gives a nice natural look to your foundation instead of just one flat color. Next is MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle, and this is just a really pretty shimmery color that I use for a highlight under my eyes above my cheekbone, and it just gives you a really pretty kind of glowy color. And you can put that down your nose or your cupid's bow too. This is Leo Ellie Auto Eyebrow Pencil. I'm using an eyebrow pencil today because I want my eyebrows to look a little bit more natural and not to stand out as much. Because sometimes I feel like if there's too much harshness going on everywhere, it's kind of a bit much. So I just draw it on, and then on the other side of it there's a spoolie to kind of soften it a little bit. And then I'm going to use Painterly Paint Pot by MAC as my makeup base, my eyeshadow base. You can use any kind of eyeshadow base, especially it's good if you have any dark lids. And then I'm using the Infallible Endless Pearl for my eyebrow highlight. This is good because you don't want to use shimmery, because in pictures a lot of times it looks oily. And then on to the Comfort Zone Wet n Wild palette, which I love. I'm going to be using the medium brown crease color, and obviously I don't really have a defined crease because I'm a monolider, so just follow kind of where your eyeball is, and you can kind of make up where your crease is if you don't have a defined one. If you do have a defined one, just place this kind of where your crease is, and then use a clean fluffy brush to blend that out so there's no harsh lines. And then you're going to go and do that on the other side too. And this doesn't need to be very dark. You just kind of want a little more definition, especially if you're monolitter. You want to add a little bit dimension. And then I'm going to go in with a lighter green color that says eyelid on it, and I'm just going to pat that on the middle part of my eyelid and then kind of spread it around. And then the patting motion kind of leaves the color saturated so it's not too washed out. So you do that, and then you're going to take that clean fluffy brush again and blend that into the brown that you already put on. Now we're going to go in with the dark brown color, and we're going to use that with an angled brush and make kind of like a wing shape from the outer corner to about, I want to say 3/4 halfway into your eyelid, and just kind of make a wing shape with that. And then you're going to take a clean, smaller, fluffy brush, and you're going to just kind of flick that eyeshadow upwards so it starts blending up and in to your eye, into that kind of crease area, so it adds again more definition and a little bit more dimension too. So this is an easy way to kind of add shape to your eye without making it too dark with like liquid liner or something. It's just kind of a lot softer than you would get with like a harsh liquid eyeline. And here I am doing the other eye again using that angled brush, and I was just looking at the other eye because you want to make sure that the length and depth of the wing matches, and then of course blend it out again. Don't go too far in to cover up that green that we just put on, just about, you know, the 3/4. Then whatever is left on that brush, bring that down about 3/4 down on your lower eyelash. You don't see how dark it is. You really don't need to be adding any more eyeshadow. And then take a clean fluffy brush again and then kind of blend that bottom line with the upper line, and then blend any harsh lines. And then this is Avon Glimmer Stick. It's not the creamiest, smooshiest eyeliner, but I like it because it doesn't smudge and it's not going to go anywhere. And so just put that into your upper waterline, and then a little bit on your eyelid for an eyeline, and then again just about 3/4 underneath. And then I am using another clean fluffy brush, and I am just going to blend that line out a little bit and blend it with that darker brown. Now I'm using eyelashes, and I did trim these. I trimmed them to 3/4 lengths because again, when eyelashes go all the way to my tear duct, it makes my eyes water, and I feel like then the glue starts coming off and then it's a mess and my eyes get itchy. This is Petticoat by MAC that I put on before my blush. The blush is Dolly Mix. Dolly Mix or Dolly Wink? Dolly Mix, I think. And it just gives your cheeks a really nice glow with that petticoat underneath. And here I'm just adding a white shimmery color to the inside tear duct, and that's just going to brighten up your eyes a lot. And I try to blend that in too because you don't want it to be too white. And then basically you're almost done. By then your eyelashes should be dry, so I'm just adding mascara to adhere my eyelashes to the falsies, and you just kind of want to wiggle the brush to make sure it kind of gets your eyelashes and the falsies together, and that's going to make your falsies stand and stay a lot longer on your eyelashes, and it's going to make it look a lot more natural. And these falsies are like extra short. They just look long because my eyelashes are so short, but because I'm a monolitter, they do get kind of sucked up into my eye and look a little bit more natural later on. And then just a little bit of mascara on the bottom too to define those bottom lashes. This is a Zena lipstick. There's no name or number underneath, but it's this really pretty nude pink. And I'm just putting that on. It's very similar to Pink Please by Maybelline, so any kind of nudie kind of pink color. And then I'm going to add this Essence Stay With Me lip gloss in I Like Cotton Candy. It's a different kind of pink, but I like the two mixed together, and I feel like they really complement the green eyeshadow. It kind of reminds me of like flowers and leaves. I don't know. I just think that they look really pretty together. So that's basically it, and that is the final look. You can really do this with any sort of green eyeshadows you have. You obviously don't have to have all the exact same colors that I use, but practice with it, and I really love this look, and I feel like you can do this with so many different colors of eyeshadows, and I hope that was easy to follow along with, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So this is the final look. I hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys are all doing well. Talk to you later. Bye.